Hi everyone, welcome to my live creative time today. My name's Mandy Witherby from Mandy's Papercraft Creations and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Sydney, Australia. Welcome to another week of creativity. We are going to make some cute cards today. I've got lots of exciting news to share with you, so it's going to be a great crafting session. All right, now while everyone is finding their notifications that I'm going live, I'm just going to bring this up on my other devices so that I can see everybody's comments and all the chit chat. So let me just put my devices on do not disturb because we don't want our crafting time disturbed, do we? There we go. All right, all set up. Okay, so let's bring this up on my other devices. So, okay, iPad is all set up. Let's get the computer set up as well. Then I have got both devices, and if anything untoward happens, we'll be all good. Alrighty, there we go, all set up. Awesome. All right, now as you're jumping on, say hi. Let me know that you are here. I love to say hello to everybody. And if this is your first time watching with me today, let me know where you're watching from. Love to welcome new viewers. So if you're watching today live here on Facebook, you will see the red live button up in the top left-hand corner. If you don't see that, I'm going to shimmy this way a little bit. There we go. If you don't see that red live button up in the corner, then you'll be watching the replay. So thank you to everyone coming back to watch the replay. And if you're watching over on YouTube, then you'll definitely be watching the replay because I upload all of my Facebook lives once I've finished filming over there onto YouTube. So, so that's great. So awesome. So chat with me. Let me know how your weekend was. Let me know how your past week has been. If you've been doing any crafting or if you've got anything else exciting to share, let me know in the comments. And I'd love to chat with you before we get started. So I'm just going to adjust this camera just a little bit. There we go. That might be better. Yeah, so I had a busy week. Last week we had 2 classes during the week. We had one on Wednesday and then one on Saturday. They were both the Kintsugi Inspirations Suite class. So we were using those beautiful products from the Kintsugi Suite from the annual catalogue. And how would you like to have a sneak peek of the cards that we made? Would you like to see them? Now let me just get them out of the baggies. Hang on one sec. So the ladies made 3 cards. As part of the class, they got some product. So they got some DSP, some bling, some ribbon, and then I had all the card kits made for them ready. And then these are the 3 cards that we created. So this is the first one. So we've got these gorgeous pots here, and we've got some gold, lots of gold blingy bling bling happening in there, which is awesome. You can see that there. We did a little bit of colouring on the pots using blender pens, and yeah, had a really fun time creating that one. So that was the first one. And then the second one was this one. So changed it up and used some different colours on this one. And we used the crackle part we used for branches instead. And then we added the little blossom die cuts to that. And this is actually from the DSP. This is die cut from the DSP, this little pot here. So isn't that beautiful? And you've got all that gold, all that beautiful gold foil in there as well. And then the third card we made was a fun fold card, which is this one here. And again, these are cut from the flower, and the 2 pots are cut from the designer series paper. And then we have designer series paper here. It opens like that. And then you've got the DSP on that side too, and the ribbon, of course, and the gorgeous bling. And we used gold foil as well. That's right, they also got gold foil as part of the products as well. So there you go. So they're the types of cards that we do in my class. We do. We usually have a fun fold, not always, but we usually have at least one fun fold, and then a couple of other cards that are a little bit more simple, although these ones all had lots of steps in them. So they took a while to create actually. And my ladies on Wednesday didn't actually get through all 3 cards. They took the 3rd one home. They did all the stamping and whatnot and the embossing, and they took the 3rd card home to complete, because they took a while to do the other ones, because there's so many different steps. So even though they look quite basic, and they're quite basic designs, but there's just lots of time-consuming things in there. So, but yeah, they loved them. They loved the project. So I was really happy that they enjoyed those projects. Hey Leonie, how you going? Great to have you here. Oh, you've been making Halloween treat boxes all day. Busy. That's great. Great to hear that you have been crafting today. That's fantastic. And you're finally back to normal after your big trip. That's great. Takes a while, doesn't it, after you've been overseas to reacclimate, is that the word? Back to the current time zone and, yeah, current weather and things like that, coming from a different climate. So that's great. I'm glad to hear that you had a fantastic trip. I can't wait to hear more about it when I see you at Card Buffet. Speaking of which, I have my Christmas card buffet coming up soon. The registrations close on Friday, this Friday, the 3rd of October. I've got a couple of seats left for my Saturday class, and I've still got a few seats left for the Wednesday class. So, but the Saturday class is nearly full. So if you were interested in this one, then definitely jump on that registration. So we've got Saturday the 11th of October and Wednesday the 29th of October. It's $30 per person. You'll get to create 4 cards from a selection of different designs. You get to choose which 4 you would like to create. We'll have light refreshments as well. We usually have morning tea or afternoon tea, depending if it's a morning or afternoon class. The Wednesday classes are always mornings and the Saturdays are always afternoons. So you can go to my website, which is mandywitherby.stampinup.net, or I will put the link in the description. So over on YouTube, it'll be in the description below, but here on Facebook, I'll actually put it in the comments for you right now. So let me grab that and I'll put it there so that you can have a look at the registration form, which has all of the information. And then if you would like to register, you'll be able to register for that there. There we go. So I'll pop that there. Oh, you paid this afternoon, Leonie. Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I'm going to do the receipts this evening after I get through the Facebook Live and everything today. I'll get onto that this evening. So watch your emails later this evening. It'll probably be after I've downloaded my video and popped it into my blog and all of those things. So it'll be later this evening. I'll get that to you. Thank you. That's exciting. Great. It's going to be a fun class. I love making Christmas projects. So they're all going to be Christmas projects. We might have some of these ones, but we might change it up and have some different ones too. So they're not necessarily going to be the projects that you see on this flyer here. There might be some different ones, but that's just a little bit of an overview of the types of projects that we have in my classes. So there you go. Now I've got lots of other news to share with you today. Let me just pop that over there. Lots and lots of other news to share with you today. Okay, the first one is, have you seen the 12 Days of Crafting Advent Calendar? Have you seen that? It's gorgeous. Well, it looks gorgeous, but I don't know all of the things that are behind all of the doors because it's an advent calendar. So it's a bit of a surprise what is behind each of the doors. I do know, however, it comes with a stamp set, and you can see that stamp set on the online store because that's like an additional product. And then you've got the 12 days, the 12 different doors to open each day. And I do know some of the items behind the first 2, I think it is, the first 2 doors, but I won't spoil it for you. But if you see these samples here, these sample projects here, that might give you a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the items that might be in the advent calendar. So pretty cute. So I've got some other photos here to show you as well. This one you'll see back to front, but it gives you a bit of a closer overview. So there's the 12 little doors that you get to open, and you can open one each day, or you can open them all at once if you want to, but why spoil the fun? It's an advent calendar. Maybe you'd like to even use it to reward yourself for things over 12 days. You might like to set yourself some goals of something, and as you reach each of the goals, you can open each of the doors. However you like to use advent calendars. There's lots of different crafty advent calendars out there. This one, of course, because you're getting so much product over the 12 days, it is a higher priced item. So if you have seen that and you sort of thought, oh, that's a lot, it's sort of like purchasing a suite of products, really, because they're all going to coordinate together. So think of it like that, like a suite of products, and they're all occasion. So even though it's an advent calendar, they are all occasion products, so you can use them all year round. They're not Christmas specific, which is great. So yeah, so you'll be able to use them all year round. The stamp sets are lovely, so have a look in the online store, type in advent calendar and it'll come up. And I think on the storefront there's actually a advertisement on the carousel that goes across the top of the page. Let me just have a look and see. I'll just double check that on the, yes, it's the first one that comes up actually. So you can click on, if you click on the shop now button on there, where you see the advent calendar advertisement, then it'll open up the description of the product, and then you can have a look to see what it says about the product, the price. You can get, over on the left hand side, you can get a sneaky peek of all of the images of all of the products, including the stamp set, which there's actually 2 stamp sets in there. There's a sentiment stamp set, and then you've got the image stamp set. So it's like 2 stamp sets really in one. So yeah, so it's really great value. So I thought I would let you know of that. Now, if when you see the price you think, oh my goodness, that's a lot, remember it's like a suite of products. But let me tell you some very exciting news. We have got a joining special coming up in October. It's going to run for the whole month, from the 1st right through to the 31st of October. And this is the best joining offer that Stampin' Up! Has ever had. So there are 2 options. So depending on how much product you want to put in your starter kit. Now, just before I jump into that, let me just tell you, if you do decide to join, I'd love to have you join my team if you're here in Australia. If you have joined previously and you'd like to rejoin, you are welcome to rejoin with my team. You have the 2 options. So there is this option, which is amazing. For just $60, you can choose $235 worth of product in your starter kit. How amazing is that? So that's $175 worth of free product. You get to choose whatever you like from the current product, whatever you see in the online store, or in the annual catalogue, in the mini catalogue, in the online exclusives, even in the last chance products. You can put them in your starter kit and only pay $60 for $235 worth of product of your own choice. And you get free shipping as well, which is amazing. So that Christmas advent calendar, or sorry, not Christmas advent calendar, crafting advent calendar, the 12-day advent calendar, it's actually priced at, now you'll probably see that back to front, it's priced at $173 for the 12 days of product, which is a great value, but for some people $173 might be a lot. But you can put it in your starter kit and only pay $60. And then you would still have more to spend, because that's $173 and you can go up to $235. So then you'd still be able to add more items into your starter kit. So that's a great way of doing it. Now, likewise, if you have seen around about the place, now hang on, let me just put it here in the, let me just double check the total price. There's a few larger items that people have been creating with, and I have them, but I haven't done a whole heap with them just yet because I haven't had them very long. But if you've seen these party banner dies, and if you've checked them out in the online store and gone, whoa, that's a lot, then guess what? You can put them in your starter kit and only pay $60. So, and then you'd still have money left to put into your starter kit as well of other items. So these are valued at, if you get them together as a bundle, they're valued at $218.50. But you can put them in your starter kit and get them for $60, which is crazy, right? How crazy is that? And this one, how many dies are in here? There's so many. Don't have my glasses on. 20. There's 20 dies in here. So you've got all the different sizes of the banners. Whoops, I've got one that's fallen out. You've got the little holes to make the little holes if you want to make like a what do you call it? Like a party banner. Or you can do, there's little corner ones as well, and there's little holes. So depending on where you want to put the holes in your banners. We used these ones to make some name tags for my team event recently, and you can use them on your cards, you can use them in your scrapbooking. Also with the alphabet dies, you do have the entire alphabet. I'm only showing you one sheet, but there's a couple of sheets of the alphabet dies in there. You're just seeing part of it here. But you get the whole alphabet. They are huge. Look how big they are next to my, I mean, I have small hands, but still, look how big they are next to my hand. They're huge. So they're great for scrapbooking, great for card making, great for Christmas cards. I've seen some people use Joy, J-O-Y, and then on their Christmas cards, and then added some like decorative items as well. You can use alphabet names for people's people's birthday cards or special cards. Yeah, so many different things. I've seen shaker cards made with these as well. They die cut the letters out of the DSP or the cardstock, and then they put the shaker elements inside, and then, you know, more DSP behind it, and oh, so pretty. So many different things you can do, so many things. So there's just a couple of ideas as well that you can use. Maybe there's other larger items that you wanted, that you sort of looked at. There could be sweets that you wanted out of either the mini catalogue or out of the, so we've got our mini catalogue here. There might be some sweets in there, sweets of products that you've seen that you want. Let's have a look at one of the sweets. So let's see. So Peaceful Garden Sweet, for instance, that we used last week. Okay, that one. We used that one in the project I made last week on my live. That sweet, if you get all of the products in the suite, that's $159.25. Put it in your starter kit and pay $60. How amazing is that? And then you'd still have, so whatever 235 is minus $159.25. I can't do the maths quickly while I'm thinking about what I'm saying while I'm live, but someone can do the maths for me. You could add extra product to your starter kit as well as get all of that. So how amazing is that? And then there's a second option as well, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what happens when you join. So the second option, if you've got a long wish list and you want a little bit more in your starter kit, there is an option for you as well. There's this one here. So for $169, which is our usual starter kit price, you actually get to choose $344 worth of product, which is amazing. So again, it's another $175 of free product, which is so cool. Normally in the normal starter kit, you pay $169 and you only get $235 worth of product. So it's normally $66, which is great, it's a fantastic offer all year round. But it's so much more at the moment with $175 worth of free product. So there's the two different options. So depending on what your budget is, depending on what it is you want to put in your starter kit, there are two options for you. So how cool is that? So amazing. This $60 one, I've never seen one that low before. So that's just amazing. So there you go. Now, when you join, you will then get, once you've purchased that starter kit, you'll then get 20% discount on all of your purchases, okay, as long as you stay with Stampin' Up. But you can leave at any time and you can go back to being a customer at any time, and then you go back to paying full price. You do, however, have the 20% discount guaranteed until the end of April. If you join during October, you'll be able to utilize that discount until the end of April. If you want to stay beyond there are quarterly minimums to meet, which work out at about $127 a month. If you break it up over the month, that's after our discount. But if you don't think you're going to be able to maintain those minimums, that's fine. You just go back to being a customer. You get to keep your starter kit. You don't have to give that back. There's no penalties or anything like that. You get to keep everything. And you get to be part of the beautiful crafting community that is Stampin' Up, and that is my team if you join with me as well, if you're here in Australia. So we have a beautiful team community. We do lots of stuff together as a team throughout the year. You can be as active in the team as you like, or you can be quietly in the background if you'd prefer. That's okay too. Totally up to you. But I would love to give you more information about that. If you have any questions about joining my team, please feel free to reach out to me, and I'd love to give you more details about that. Now, I do have a joining page which has some more information about it as well. I'll pop that link up for you so you can go there and check it all out, read all the information. Then if you've got further questions, you're welcome to ask me. Please do ask me. I prefer to make sure that you have all of the information so that you're making the right decision for yourself. And I'm one that likes to know all the details about everything before I make a decision about something. So I totally understand that. So no, definitely ask me your questions. Now, where is it? Let me find it. Here it is here. This is the one here. I'm very excited by this. You probably can't tell. Very excited by this joining offer. It's amazing. Okay, so I'll pop the link there. There you go. And that will give you, just double check that that's the right one. Just going to click on it myself just to double check that I've popped it. Yep, that's the right one. Okay, good. Yeah, it's an amazing joining offer. And let me just tell you, when I first joined, I joined to get the discount. Now, just so you know too, you don't need to sell product to anybody else if you join. If you want to just join just to enjoy the discount for yourself, that is totally okay. Stampin' Up is okay with that. I'm okay with that. In fact, a lot of my team have joined for that reason, just to enjoy the discount for themselves. So that is totally fine. You don't need to hold parties. You don't need to hold workshops. You don't need to hold classes. You don't need to do Facebook Lives like I do. That's a choice that I've made for myself, but you certainly don't need to do any of that. You can just simply enjoy the crafting community. You can enjoy the discount, and it's a no-brainer really. Like, you're going to save yourself a lot of money by taking that opportunity to get your Stampin' Up products at a discount, plus get all those freebies in your starter kit to begin with. So it's amazing. Now, there are a couple of information nights coming up too. Information sessions. There's one evening and one afternoon. If you are interested in joining with my team, me and my team, let me know if you're interested in either of those information sessions. There's one on the 1st of October and one on the 5th of October. So I can certainly let you know about that if you would like to join in and watch one of those sessions as well. It's via Zoom, so you can join in remotely if you're not local. I do have a couple of ladies coming here to my home to watch it with me. But if you are not local, you can watch it on Zoom. So, because it's a Zoom link. So, yeah. So let me know if you would like more information about those amazing opportunities, because like, you're not going to get a better offer than that. I don't reckon. I don't reckon, like I've never seen one that low, so I don't think you're ever going to get another one like that again. So it's really awesome. So there you go. So if if you've got any questions, please reach out to me, send me a message. I'll be happy to answer all of your questions. And yeah, that starts on those specials. They start on the 1st of October. So make sure you wait until the 1st of October if you're going to join, because you've only got a couple of days to wait. Get your wish list ready. Have your wish list ready if you're planning on joining. Make sure you've got your wish list ready to the amount of whichever offer you're going to choose, and you'll be ready to rock and roll when you go to join. If you need help as you're joining with my team, if you need help with the joining process, definitely reach out to me. I'd be happy to go through that with you. If you get stuck on any of the questions, it's pretty straightforward when you go in to do the registration or the joining process. It's pretty straightforward. You'll use the same email address and login and password that you already use for your customer account, so none of that will change. And also to any Stampin' rewards that you currently have banked up in your account, they will follow you as well. They'll go with you, so you won't lose those, so don't be worried about that. The other great thing is too, which I should tell you, any promotions that come up or any specials that come up, we get the special price. So recently we just had 15% off stamps and stamp tools. We got the 15% off, plus we got our demonstrator discount on top of that as well. So that's really amazing. So it starts at a 20% discount. Over time, and depending on your sales, you can build it up to 25%, or sales or purchases. You can build it up to 25% over time. But I can give you more information about that down the track, but it's a minimum 20% discount. So it's really cool. All right. So now the other thing I wanted to mention is if you need a catalogue. So if you would like the annual catalogue, if you would like the mini catalogue, let me know if you're here in Australia and you don't already have a demonstrator you're working with. I'd love to get those out to you. We've also got, I've also got a flyer or a brochure, I should say, of the recent online exclusive products that came out this month in September. You can view them. You can view all of the products in the online store, but if you would like a physical copy, then let me know and I can send you the link for this one because this is a PDF, so I can send you the link for this one. Can send you the link for the other two as well if you just want to view them as a PDF. But if you would prefer a paper copy of these two, then I'd be happy to get those to you as well. So just send me a message. All right, that's a lot of talking. I need a drink. I've got my chai latte today. I think I've already drunk nearly half of it. I started drinking it before we went live. My mug feels a little bit light today. So has everybody else got their cuppers today? I've got my beautiful butterfly mug today. Isn't that beautiful? Actually, when I was over at my other desk earlier, my business desk, and it faces the window. It faces the side part of our yard, and we've got hedges there as well. So it's not a bad outlook. Got fence and then a hedge. But a butterfly came and landed on the window. It's like it was saying hello to me at the window. It was a little one, and it was black with white spots on it. Quite large spots on it, actually, or some large spots and then some smaller ones. And it just landed momentarily on the window, and then it flew off again. It was like it was saying hi. I love butterflies. All right. Let's have a sip. Okay, I probably took off half my lippy with that. It's all good. All right, so we're going to be playing with kits today. We're going to be. I had so many ideas for today in my head, and at first I thought I've had this kit for a little while and I wanted to share it with you, but we've had so many other things happening, and I had some promotions running as well for the end of September, and so I was showing you lots of other product, and then I thought I really want to get this kit done, so I thought we'll do it today. And then was coming up with all these other ideas, and I thought, oh, but I want to show this and I want to show this. And I just got a whole heap of new stamp sets in the stamp sale a couple of weeks ago. I really want to share those. And I thought, you know what? I've got plenty of time to share those. Let's do the kit today. And because we've got World Card Making Day coming up too. Oh, I didn't share that. World Card Making Day, everybody. Do you know about, well, this is the kit actually that they're going to be sharing for World Card Making Day. I didn't print the actual World Card Making Day flyer off. But on the coming up Saturday, actually Saturday the 4th of October, it's going to be World Card Making Day, and they're going to be highlighting this kit. Now I've got an in-person event that day, which is already closed for registrations, but you can still do purchase the kit, or you can just watch the free event. It's a free virtual event that Stampin' Up are holding, and I've got some ladies coming over. We're going to sit and watch it together and create together, as well as spend time, you know, afterwards crafting ourselves. But it is available for everyone. It's a free event. You can register through the online store. You don't have to have the kit to participate. You can just watch, but they are going to be highlighting this kit. And I believe you might get some sneak peeks of some other things too, and maybe some additional techniques and things. If you register to attend the free event, then you also have the option of watching the replay. So if you want to go back and watch it again, or perhaps you can't be there at the time when they film it live, which is 2 p.m. It goes for an hour, 2 to 3 p.m. on Saturday the 4th of October. If you're not available at that time and you've registered, you can watch it on the replay. And as well as that, they did say that everyone that registers gets a little something after the event. Now, I don't know what the little something is, but it's some little gift that they're going to give us all who have registered. So that's really exciting. So it's worth registering for it, even if you can't be there live, even if you don't have the kit. But this isn't the kit we're playing with today, but I do have it here. So I thought I would just show you what it looks like when you receive it, and then we'll go on to crafting with the kit we're going to play with today. So you ready to have a look? Will I tip the camera down? Chat with me while we are crafting as well. Leonie shared that she's been doing some crafting today. Who else has been doing some crafting today? Anybody else? Let me know in the comments. All right, I'm going to tip the camera down to my desktop so that we can get crafting. So bear with me one moment. Here we go. All right. Just adjust my camera view. Oops, there goes my bottle of water. Crash bang. Sorry about that, everybody. Bit squeaky while I tighten my clamps. Hang on, I've just got to fix that up. I didn't get that in the right position. There we go. Okay. Just move my water bottle back again. Oopsie. Thankfully, it had the lid done up so it didn't spill everywhere. So that was good. All right, here we go. Let's do a flippity flip. We'll do a zoomy zoom. And we'll see. I'll move this over a little bit so I know where the middle is. We're over to the side a little bit today. I think I didn't set my camera up quite over as far as I normally do. All right, how's that looking? Oops, I put that one a bit low. Now, let's just see. I'm just waiting for my... Oh, yep, that's not too bad. It's a little bit wonky though. Hang on a sec. Let me get that straight. Let me just get that straight. Get my little spirit level on top of the camera. There we go. How's that now? Let's give it a little tweak that way. That should be better. Hopefully, hopefully. And just adjust those lights a bit. Okay. That's not too bad. It's a little bit wonky, but it's not too bad. I think we'll be good with that. All right. So the Handmade and Heartfelt kit. This is the one that Stampin' Up! Are going to be using for the World Card Making Day event. So they are, some of the staff from Stampin' Up! Are going to be filming live with the video. And as I said, that's going to be on World Card Making Day on the 4th of October, which is on Saturday. Okay, so this is what the kit looks like when it comes. As I said, we're not going to be crafting with this kit today because I'm going to keep this one special for World Card Making Day, but I was just going to show you how it comes in the box. And just to show you, this box is slightly bigger than our normal kit boxes. That's our normal kit box. So it's quite a bit, it's about a quarter again bigger. So it's quite long, this one. Okay. So when you open the kit, this is what you'll see inside. So you've got your stamp set, which has got all of your greetings on there. Really lovely greetings there. You get your little ink pad, your little Secret C ink pad. So it's a little Stampin' spot. You get your package here, which has got all of your, let's just move the box. I'll just move the box out of the way for a minute. Actually, let's tip out all of the contents from the box. There we go. So this is your kit that has all of your projects. So there's the 5 different cards, and you get 2 of each in the kit, or you get enough products to make 2 of each in the kit. It includes a clear block for your stamps. You've got your adhesives. You've got 2 different types of bling in there. So you've got some twine, you've got your envelopes, and then you've got all of the bits and pieces, your card bases, and all of the embellishing pieces in that kit as well. Okay, I'm not going to open that one up right now because I'm saving this for World Card Making Day. Well, I will have to open it up and make some samples for, I'll have to make up the samples for World Card Making Day for my event, but I'm not opening it today. So you've got that, and then in here is the box to keep all of the cards in. So you've got this card keeper box. It's got all the different sections in it, and you've even got a little slot, a little section here for pens, for your cards, for your envelopes, for extra cards, little note cards or tags. So that box is this, and it's actually very sturdy. It's very hefty, so it looks really, really solid. I've got a different box that we had in a different kit a while ago, and it was really solid, and I'm actually using that in my my trolley here in the craft room to organize my cards as I make them. So yeah, this box already has all the tape on it and everything. You just have to basically pop it up and put it together. But I won't do it today. I won't spoil the event because we're going to create all of that during the event, during the World Card Making Day event. So that's how the kit looks when you get it. And then you've got the stamp set, the stamp set, the ink and the block to go on and use on other projects as well once you've created those cards. So they're things that you can continue using. And you'll usually have additional twine left over as well. Usually there's additional adhesive, and I'm not sure about the bling if we're going to use it all in the projects or if you'll have some left over, but usually there's twine left over at least. Okay, so that's what that kit looks like. So again, that's the Handmade and Heartfelt kit if you're looking for that in the online store. Okay, I can give you the code actually if you want me to give you the code for that. Let me just type that in. Has anybody already got it? Has anyone already ordered it? Are you going along to the World Card Making Day event? Let me know in the comments. All right, the code for that one is, grab your pens, 166213. That's 166213. Okay, and remember it does have that box, the card keeper box in it too, that you can use for all of your cards as you make them. For that kit and any other cards as well. All right, so the one we're going to create today is this one here, and this is one of the new kits that also came out in September, and this is the Road to Christmas kit, and this one is so adorable. It's got a little doggy, it looks like a little retriever, little golden retriever in this one, and this one's got some presents in the little, it looks like a rusty Holden Ute. Very cute. So let's open this one up and let's create this one today. I've been wanting to play with this one since I got it at the beginning of the month, and it's been sitting on my desk all month waiting for me to create it. All right. Let me just get all this plastic off. Hang on a minute. Let's cut this way. Now this one is a non-stamping kit, so this is a really quick and easy kit to put together, or should be. So even if you have non-stamping friends, oh, thank you, Amber. There you go. Amber's popped it in the comments for us. There's our instruction sheet on the back. Yes, even if you have friends or family members that have not created together, but they might want to have a little play. Perhaps you want to sit and have a little craft along with them. This would be a great kit to do, and especially at Christmas time, because everybody always wants Christmas cards, right? So to send out. So this is a great one. Now it comes with some Stampin' Dimensionals, and it comes with a little bit of tear and tape as well. So this is your double-sided tape. So that's really awesome. Look how beautiful these envelopes are. They're all printed. They're all the same. Oh, look, that's printed on the inside as well. How nice is that? They are beautiful. Love those. Then we've got all of our little pieces. So we've got some little decorative pieces here. We've got some pine trees with some strung lights. And we've got these little ones. This looks like a Christmas tree farm to me, doesn't it? Does it look like a Christmas tree farm to you, with snow in the forefront there? So there's some of those as well. This one makes 8 cards, I believe. Looks like there's 4 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so they've got the 2 designs, and you've got 4 of each design. So this is one of the card bases. We've got all of our little pieces. Look at all the little doggies. They're so cute. Actually, they look like a Labrador. Really cute. We've got our trees. We've got our little presents. There's a couple of sheets of those. Pop those up there. This is the other card base. It's slightly deeper in colour to that one. So we'll work out which one is which in a moment. We've got all of our sentiments, and the sentiments are in English, French and German. We've got our little pickup trucks, as they call them in America, or utes as we call them here in Australia. And this one definitely looks like an older one. This one definitely looks like an old, rusty old Holden Ute. So there you go. So we'll put that all together. Now you've also got the cardboard in there as well. If you want to stamp onto that, have that underneath when you're stamping any of the other projects. This one doesn't have stamping in it, but if you wanted to keep those for stamping any of your other projects, you can, or have that with you when you're traveling, to have it underneath you as a little, you know, craft surface. You can use that, or just keep it in the box to keep the box more stable and secure. Or you might like to use it for packaging when you're sending gifts to somebody. All right, so this is our instruction sheet for the Road to Christmas kit. We've got, it shows us what we need for each of the projects. Then it shows us how to put them together. We've got on the back the list of, the image of the contents. You've got the list of the colours. And if you want any additional videos for kits, you can go to these ones here. Okay. All right. So let's have a look and see what we need for each of the kits. Just fold this back the other way. Hang on a sec. Let me just get that folded. All right. So for that one, we need, let's pop out all of the trucks. Let's see how many we get done today. How are we going for time? Oh, it's good. We're going well for time today. Has anybody played with this one yet? This is a really cool kit, this one. So this one is, let me see, I'll give you, what's it called again? Road to Christmas. Road to, maybe Amber will put the details for us in the comments so that you've got the details there. So there's so many different kits available in the kits collection. You can look at them in the online store. That's where you'll find them, under the kits collections. This one's only a $25 kit. That's in Australian dollars because it's a non-stamping kit. So this is a great one. This is a great one to gift as well because it's a lower price point. I'll open up this adhesive so we've got that ready. Keep my little baggie because we reuse those for classes and things. Yeah, so the code for this one is 166227. That's 166227, Road to Christmas kit, and it's $25. All right, so this one goes with the darker ones. This one goes with the lighter ones. These ones go with the darker car, and these ones go with the lighter car. Then we've got all of our trees. So 2, 3, 4, and then we need 4 for the other one. So each card gets one of the pine trees. I love the detail of the images on these ones too. They look like they've been drawn with like pencil or like watercolor pencils. Yeah, they've got really nice detail on them. Okay, and then we've got all our little puppy dogs. So we've got, oh, actually there's a puppy dog on each car. I thought there was only one dog on one of the cars, but it looks like there's puppy dogs. Is there puppy dogs on both cars, or we just got an extra puppy dog? There's puppy dog on that one. We might have got extra puppy dogs. So that's cool, because they go with this one. Maybe they go as extra. We can add an extra dog anyway to the other one. All right, and then the presents. Oh, it does say dog with each one, and the presents with each one. Okay. Well, we can add them. We can add it all. Let's add it all. There we go. So these are all really easy to pop out. How cute's this little doggy? Can you see that? So cute. Where are all my dog lovers? Excuse my very dry hands too there in the close-up. Been struggling with dry hands over the winter. No moisture in the air and lots of hand washing. There we go. All right, so we've got all of our bits popped out. Now we've got our sentiments. So let's see, we've got 2 sheets of sentiments. We want joyful wishes. I'm not sure which ones these go with, so I'll just pop them over to the side. Oh yeah, that one goes with that one actually. 1, 2. Oh, no, that one's not, hang on, that one's not English. These ones are English. I was about to punch out the German sentiments. And we want sending loads of Christmas cheer. Goes with that one. There we go. And so, yeah, so we've got German, French, yep. Okay, and we need these two. So if you know anybody who is French or German, you might like to give those sentiments to them, or perhaps you send cards overseas to friends or family in France or Germany, and you could use them in those languages. Okay, so that's all of our pieces. And now we can start putting these together. I'll just pop this one over to the side there, and we'll get all of our card bases. These are already pre-scored for you, so all you need to do is just fold them in half. Now, here's a tip. If you have white cardstock at home, and most of us crafters, card makers have white cardstock, because these are printed both sides, what you can actually do is you can cut this in half, and then you'll have two pieces of DSP, basically printed cardstock, that you can use on cards, and you can make that go even further. And you might even be able to change up the scenes on these cards to make the products go further and make more than the 8 cards. So I'm just burnishing these with my bone folder just to give that crisp a nice burnish to make that sit down a bit flatter. Okay, so that's our card bases. All right, let's go to, actually I'll do the card bases for the other one as well while we're at it. Might put these pieces up here. Oop, all our little doggies. We'll do all the card bases at the same time, and that'll be quicker then to get them all done. Now, how many Christmas cards does everybody send out? Let me know in the comments. How many Christmas cards do you send out at Christmas time? Let me know in the comments. We usually send out about 80 to 85. I used to not hand make all of them, to be honest, because originally, years ago when I was working, didn't have time to make all of those, but the last few years we've actually handmade all of them. So, but I have a helper. Amber helps me with that, so I'm not making them all myself. But kits are a great way of making lots of cards at one time. So that is a good option to have. All right, so so what we're going to do is we're going to start with our piece here. Okay. And we might do a production line. So for this one, it's saying to use the tear and tape. I'm following the instructions, the step-by-step instructions. Okay. It's telling me to add the tear and tape to the top. Now, the tape does tear, as you see I just did then, but I'm usually a tape cutter. I like to cut my tape. There you go. Now, if it were me, I would normally add extra here and here, and I can do that because I've got extra double-sided tape. But if you're just following the instructions, just put the amount that they say so that you make sure you've got enough adhesive. Unless if you've got more adhesive at home, then that's fine, go for it. Add extra adhesive. I like to use a lot. In fact, for all of the others, I might even use my multi-purpose liquid glue because it's a lot quicker. And yeah, I love to use the multi-purpose. Okay, so then this is just going down in the middle. So let's line that up. Make sure I've got that straight. Beautiful. It's such a pretty scene. Okay, and then we've got our car. Now there is a little bit there that has sort of a cut in it. That's where we're going to tuck the presents into, I think. So I'm just having a look to see where they're putting all of the adhesive. So I'll use the dimensionals, the Stampin' dimensionals that came with the kit. So one there, one up there, one down there, and I think I'm going to put an extra one down here as well, just to support that. And then with the presents, so the presents are going to slot down into the truck bed like that. So there's that little slit in there. Okay, you can probably see that better if I hold it up that way. So they're going to slip down into the truck bed like that. Okay, so you can tuck them down into there like that and then pop a dimensional on there as well. So just make sure I've got those lined up, got them in the right way. Tuck that down in there so make sure that it looks like it's actually sitting down into the back of the tray there. And just make sure I've got that pulled up. Yep, that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to pop a dimensional there to hold that in place. And then that's going to go on the front of our card and our sentiment as well. We'll pop some dimensionals on the sentiment. Now this card doesn't have any ribbon or bling, so it's quite simple to put together, but the detail in the design of the, I'm actually going to put my label down first. The detail in the imagery is just beautiful. So it's quite a detailed card, even though there's not many steps to putting it together. All right, so we're going to put that about there. There we go, and then our ute is going to go in above that. Do you know what? I'm even going to add an extra dimensional just here, just to make sure that holds there. There we go, and then we just pop our ute down there like that. There, that's done. Now we've got all these little doggies as well, these leftover doggies. I might come back and add them in later because I just want to make sure that I've got enough for the other project, that I don't muck anything up. But yeah, you can certainly add the little doggy. You might even like to add it. I think this little dog might even like to sit on top of the presents in the back of the car, in the back of the ute. That would be cute. Let's do that. I've got enough. I've got the other 4. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to add him. I'll add him there in the back of the ute. So I might just add, I might chop one of these dimensionals. Actually, I might use the edge pieces. And I'll just use a little bit. Oh, hi Angela, how are you going? Great to have you here. I'm going to put a little bit behind his head. I'll need to trim that down a bit more. A little bit just behind his head. And then for the body, I'll add a little bit of glue, or you can add a little bit of that tear and tape. I'll just put a little bit here so his body stays put on the presents. So where I've put the dimensional, that part is going to sit off the top of the presents. So I'll just pop him there. There, in the back of the ute with the presents. How cute is that? And that's the first card done. Really easy, hey? All right, so we'll pop that one over there. I'll move this lot out of the way. Oh, we had the extra trees too. But it didn't say where to put the extra tree. Maybe they're just additional ones if you want to add them. I don't think I'm going to add that one here though. I probably should have added it before I added the truck if I was going to add it. So you do have extra trees as well. You can add them on or use them for another card. And what you could do is, as I suggested, is cut this in half and use the extra trees and the extra doggies to make other cards, make additional cards. So that's another option for you. All right, so I'll just pop that one over there. All right, the second one, we'll go to the Leonie says she makes about 80 cards, but only post to regional and overseas family and friends. Wow, so that's a lot. Yeah, you're making a lot each year as well. That's great. 80 is awesome. Leonie said, yeah, it's a cute kit, isn't it, Angela? It's a really lovely kit, this one. Leonie said, I would add the extra inside. Oh, okay, so typo there. Yeah, you add the extra inside the card. That's a great idea too. So the extra tree could go on the inside there, and you could even add an extra puppy there as well. Oops. You can add an extra tree and an extra puppy on the inside. That's a great idea, Leonie. Yes, that would be really cute, wouldn't it? When somebody opened up the card, they'd see the dog and the puppy. Great idea. Love that. Thank you for that suggestion. All right, so this one, we're going to do the same process. We'll take the, we've got the printed design, which again looks like it's been done in watercolor pencils. So tape along the top and the bottom. Oh, look, I've got a bit of a dimensional there on my scissors. Let's take that off. I'm going to pop a little strip just here and on the other side as well, just to make sure those edges don't lift. There we go. Now this time this card is going landscape, so just make sure you've got your opening at the bottom. Ask me how I know. Many a time we have well, I have done it myself, is make the card upside down, and I hear of so many other people doing it all the time too, and occasionally somebody in class will do it as well. It's quite a common thing with us card makers. We get busy, we get talking. That's the other thing. We get talking and chatting and we're not focusing on what we're doing, and then we stick things upside down and back to front, but it's all fun. All right, and then we've got this ute, and this one has got this part cut out, so it's like a bit around the top and then along the tray there, so that you can tuck all the bits down in there. So we'll grab our dimensionals. Actually, let me just move this little one away for a moment. So we'll grab our dimensionals and pop all of that in there. Okay, and then for this one, oh, actually, we've got to pop, where's our doggy going? Okay, he's going, I'm going to work out the dimensionals for him in a minute. Our sentiment is going up the top, so it can have dimensionals of its own. So I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 for that one. Okay. And then for this one, we've got a tree and we've got presents. Okay. So the tree is being tucked down into here, and it's coming across the top. Now it's saying to put tear and tape on there. To hold that. So we'll just line everything up first and then I'll work out where that's all going. And then the presents are also going to be in the back of the truck, like so, I think, like that. Let me put my glasses on so I can see the image properly. Yeah, so the presents are sitting in front of the tree. Make the tree come up a little bit higher so we can see more of that tree. There we go, because we want to see that tree in behind all the presents. So we can tuck them down a little bit more. So once you get them all positioned how you want them, then we can adhere them. So you can either use some of your tear and tape. So I might just cut a little bit of tear and tape, and you can slip that under there to hold that in. You could use your glue dots. I'm going to use a little bit of my glue. I'm just going to pop some glue under there and some glue under there to hold all that in. Let's make sure my tree is not overlapping my... Might need to turn that back over while the glue is still wet. I'll turn that back over. Just reposition all of that. There we go. Okay, give that a push. And then we'll add some dimensionals to that as well. So in the instructions, I'll just show you, it shows you to put tear and tape along the part of the tree where it's going to attach in the ute, and a dimensional on there. But I've put all of mine together first, and then I'm going to add the dimensionals afterwards so that I can make sure. And actually I'm going to overlap there, which will hold that part down, and it'll hold the tree there as well. And then we can attach that. Oh, I've got to take all the other backings off too. We can attach that to our card. So yeah, so if you don't have the Tombow glue or the green glue, then you can just use the tear and tape that comes with the kit. Just make sure I've got room for that. I'm going to pop that. It's saying to pop it up quite high actually. Up here. Make room for our little doggy. There we go. And then our little doggy friend is going to go down here. So if we just pop a dimensional down around here, down around his back and his bottom legs, that'll hold him on. And because I've got the glue, I'm just going to add a dab of glue to the back of his head. You don't need to do that, but I'm just going to do that just to make sure that he doesn't lift. There. And then just going to pop him down there like that. And then we'll do our sentiment. I just had that sitting there just to position everything. And we'll pop our sentiment up here. You can have that coming from the top of the card, or you can have it coming from down a bit lower. I think I'm going to have it coming from the very top. Well, almost the top. It's not quite the top, but there you go. So that's that one. So there's the two different designs. I added the dog to that one, but as Leonie suggested, you could add the dog to the inside as well. And for this one, there's no additional trees because we are using the tree for that one. For this one, instead of the dog, you could add the tree in the back of the ute. Let's just have a look and see. Yeah, so in the image here, it doesn't have the tree in the back of the ute, but you could certainly add it in that one as well if you wanted to. So I've decided to use the dog on this one, but on the next one, I might add the presents and the tree in the back. I sort of can't do it now because the dog's in the way, but Yeah, so you've got options because you've got the extra trees and the extra dogs with this one. Or you might even like to put 2 doggies on this one. Totally up to you. But aren't they cute? So super cute, aren't they? So there we go. So that is the projects for today. So just having a look on the front. Yep, definitely the tree and the dog on that one and just the presents on that one. You get the additional pieces so you can change it up. How cool is that? So there you go. What do you think? What do you think of that kit? I could keep going with some more. Well, let's do another one of these ones and we'll change it up. We'll do another one of these ones and we'll change it up with the, yes, you could save the extra trees to create an extra scene. You could definitely do that as well. I also just had an idea that I wonder if you cut that, there and you made this on one piece and this on another piece, and you could make additional scenes as well, and then you could just brush a little bit of ink, or you could use your water painters and brush over a little bit of blue, or even your blending brushes. You could do that with those, and you could make extra scenes. Yeah, you could totally do that too. Because realistically, you do lose all of that down there because you're covering it up. So if you were to make your own, yeah, you could definitely do that too. So really cute. Hey, lots of great ideas. Lots of great ideas. Let's do another one doing it this way. I'm going to use my Tombow glue this time. My multi-purpose liquid glue is what we call it. Just so much quicker. And it gives us that wiggle time as well. Wiggle time, wiggle room, whatever you want to call it, to position our pieces if we don't have them quite centered. You might even like to pop this one up on dimensionals as well to make that higher, to raise that up. Just know that the more layers that you add to your card, it will add in postage. So you can usually get away with 1 layer of dimensionals through at a normal stamp that's here in Australia, normal stamp cost. But if you go more than 1, then usually you're paying an additional stamp if they've got a higher profile, because they don't go through the sorting machines. That's why, and they need a different method of sorting. So they charge us more. Whoops, that was a backing. All right, so I'm going to add this down here first. There we go. We'll get our rusty Holden Ute. And this time I'm going to add a tree in the back. I'm going to add a tree. You could even just leave it just as a tree in the back. It's like picking up his tree from the tree farm, from the Christmas tree farm, couldn't you? You can add that. You could add the doggy in there with the tree, minding the guarding the tree. You could add, like we did with the other one, you could add the presents in there with the tree. Let's try that. So you've got options. You've got options depending on how you want to do it. See, we could do it like that. Let's do it like that this time. Okay, so I'm going to pop a little bit of my multi-purpose liquid glue in there. Pop it just in behind there to hold that. To the tree. Whoops. Stay put tree. There we go. And then where the tree is sitting up like that, I'm going to pop some more glue under there, or you could use that tear and tape that came in the kit. Pop that under there. There we go. Oh, I added too much glue. It's going to ooze. That's okay, because we're going to add dimensionals there anyway. Oops, look out, little doggy. And then let's do our dimensionals. I'm overlapping them over those different pieces there so that we make sure that they are adhered well. There we go, and let's add one more for good measure, just down here. There we go. So yeah, so you definitely make this kit go further if you wanted to, or you can just do them exactly how the images show. Just scrape off that extra glue. There we go. Picking up our tree from the Christmas tree farm. We've got our presents in the back there ready. So there's two different versions of that card. And then that's the third card. Well, you've got the two designs, but this one you could certainly change up as well. You could even have the presents on the ground. Well, let's do another version of that one, hey? So you can play, you can do lots of different things, make it your own. Here we go, let's do this one. Has anyone got any other ideas for these cards? What about in your scrapbooking? These would be really cute for Christmas Christmas layouts in your scrapbooking as well. You could use the individual pieces to embellish your pages in your scrapbooking. It is a lovely kit, isn't it, Angela? Yeah, they're really nice, these designs. All right, so let's see. We've got the car. We've got our sentiment. We've got our cute little doggy. We've got our presents. And we've got a tree. So let's see. We could, whoop, here we go. We could have the tree on the inside. We could have the tree here in the foreground and have the car over the tree. We could have the presents in the back. If I can pick it up, I've got sticky fingers now. We have the presents sitting in the back. We could have the doggy sitting in the back too with the presents. We could have the presents sitting up. Let's have a look and see how high we can get these presents. Maybe we can have the presents up on the roof. Could have them sitting sort of like that and then have the dog here covering that gap. I love the little dog. He's got a big smile on his face. Oops, hang on, I've got that stuck. Wait a sec. Tuck that through there. There we go. Have the presents like that with the little doggy in the back. How about that? And then we could have the tree mounted up at the front there too. Let's do that. Let's do it a bit differently. Change it up, make it our own. It's what you can do with these kits. You don't have to do them exactly how they are designed. You can really change them up. Should have spaced those dimensionals out a little bit more, but that's okay. There we go. So let's add this tree here. So it just gives a little bit of dimension there. We're going to adhere our dog and our presents. Just pop a bit of glue in under there. Bit of glue in under there. Bit of glue in under there. Again, just use the tear and tape if you're just using the adhesive from the kit and you don't have any other adhesive. There you you go. Might just reposition those presents up a little bit higher. And our little doggy is the keeper of the presents, making sure nobody steals them from the back of the truck. Cute. I could have moved him back a little bit further, but that's okay. He's stuck there now. Awesome. And then where the bonnet is going to overlap the tree, you just want a flat adhesive there, either a little bit of tear and tape or some glue, and you're going to put the dimensionals over the rest of the car. So just don't put the dimensionals on the bonnet because they're going to overlap that tree. Okay, so let's grab our dimensionals. And I'm going to start here so I remember not to put them over the front of the car. Put some up on here as well. Make sure that's all nicely supported. There we go. And we'll still have room for our sentiment. And for the nose of the car, I'm going to add a little bit of tear and tape this time. And we'll just add that to the front end of the car. Now that tape is a little bit long, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the backing and I'm just going to bend it back over on itself. Okay? Oops, haven't taken all the backings off there. Let's do that. There we go. So we'll add the car here. I'm going to put it down a little bit lower this time so that the front of the car doesn't look like it's up in the middle of the tree. I'm going to have it so that the wheels are covering the base of the tree there. Okay, so it's just going to be down a little bit lower this time. There we go. And then our sentiment. 1, 2, 3. Now let's see, we could put our sentiment there, we could put it over here this time. You could put it in the middle if you want to, but I think that would look a little bit off balance. But I think because we've got the tall tree here, the sentiment this time might look good over on this side. And it can just be sitting down behind there a little bit. Let's do that. It would fit behind the tree there, but then I think it will be very heavy on that side. Well, it would work, but I kind of think it will look better over here because you've got that tall tree there. So let's pop it over this side this time. And I'll see if I can get it right up to the top of the card. Might actually put it right on the edge of the scene. Have it coming down from the top of the card. There we go. So there's 2 different versions of that one. What do you think? See how we can change it all up? It's great that they give us all these extra pieces, isn't it? And this is only a $25 kit. So I think that's great value. And the fact that you get all those additional pieces, that you can just change them up however you like. There you go. I don't know if we're going to fit all these in. You see all of those? There you go. What do you think? Cute, hey? And I've got the leftover pieces to do the other cards, but I'll do them later. I won't do them now on the video. We'll keep going with finishing up. There we go. So there's 4 different designs, just changing up the originals. Cute, hey? Which is your favorite one? Do you have a favorite one? I like this one. I do like the original one, but I do like the little dog in the back. Actually, I like this one too. The little dog in the back there with those Christmas trees at the Christmas tree farm. What do you think? Cute, hey? All right, let's tip the camera back up so that I can say goodbye to you all face to face. Just remember, before I go, just remember World Card Making Day on the 4th of October. They will be showcasing the Handmade and Heartfelt kit. If you want to join in with that, make sure you register through the online store. You don't have to have the kit to attend. It is a free event. So yeah, just go along. If you don't have the kit, that's fine. Go along, have a look, have a watch, and then if you decide that you love the kit, then you can always get it later. Oh, Leonie said yes, you could swap the cars up between the two. Yes, that's another great idea to switch it around a bit. I might do that with the other ones that are left too. Yeah, it is very cute, isn't it, Angela? I think that little doggy just makes it, doesn't it, though, too? Angela said, cannot wait for card making day and doing this kit. Yes. Yeah, World Card Making Day is going to be so much fun. All right. Now, just to remind any of you who may be considering the joining offer, you could always add these kits to your starter kit as well. And I'll just show you again the two offers that are available. So you've got the $60 offer where you can choose $235 worth of product, and you've got the $169 offer where you can choose $344 worth of product in your kit. Each of these you get $175 worth of product. It just depends on how much product you want and what your budget is. Okay, so you've got the two options, and again, you can put either of these kits in. This one, you can put both of them in actually, and then you could add other products. You might have some of those higher priced products. I know of somebody who wants to get a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so she's looking at this one because she can put her Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in here, which I didn't mention that, but let me just tell you how much that is worth. Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine for the large machine is $244 normally. So if you're looking for a new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, that's the big one, you could get that for $169 instead of $244, and then you'd still have another $100 worth of product that you can add to your starter kit. So that's it's a great time to grab some of those higher priced items that you've been having your eye on for a while. So definitely consider that. Love to have you join my team if you're here in Australia. If you've been with Stampin' Up before and you'd like to rejoin, you're welcome to do that. So feel free to touch base with me, ask me any questions. And I popped the join link in the comments further up, and I'll make sure they're in the description of the video over on YouTube as well. Okay, so that was just a couple of extra things. All right, let's tip this camera up now. Bear with me, here we go. Oh, what happened there? I forgot to flip. Sorry about that. You saw what it looks like as I'm adjusting the camera. I normally try to avoid that so that I don't make you all dizzy. Sorry about that. I forgot to flip before I move the camera. Yes, World Card Making Day is going to be a lot of fun on the 4th of October, and yeah, it's a free event, so why not? And as I said at the beginning, if you register but you can't attend the live event at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, you can watch the replay if you've registered. And we're also going to get a little goodie afterwards, apparently, from Stampin' Up. We're not sure what that's going to be yet, but we're going to get a little gift afterwards, which will be awesome. So it's worth registering just for that, isn't it? And it's a free event, so it's a win-win. All right. Okay, no worries, Angela. Thanks for joining us. It was great to have you here. Well, have a great week, everyone. By the time I see you again, we will have had World Card Making Day on Saturday, so that's exciting. The new join promotion is starting on Wednesday, the 1st of October, so that's exciting as well. We will also probably have some new kits releasing on that day as well for the 1st of October. What else do we have? Well, that's lots of exciting things, isn't it? So let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Happy to help you, happy to answer any of your questions. Get in touch with me, and have a great rest of the week, a great start to October, and I look forward to seeing you all again next Monday at 4 p.m. Now, when we meet next Monday, it's actually going to be daylight savings time because it will be the 6th of October. Yeah, that's correct because today's the 29th of September. It'll be the 6th of October, so we will be on daylight savings time. So it'll be 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time next Monday. Okay, so remember to change your clocks on Sunday morning, or yeah, it's early hours Sunday morning, isn't it, that we change our clocks. So make sure you do that. And that's if you're in a daylight savings area. And I will see you next Monday. All right, have a great World Card Making Day on Saturday. Have lots of fun. And I will see you all really soon. All right, take care, everyone. See you in cyberspace. Happy crafting. Bye.